Happy birthday, Pam. These are your birthday jokes. A woman has a pet dog, and she's having trouble with the dog. It's obviously having a hard time hearing. And she doesn't know what the problem could be, but when she calls the dog for him to eat and stuff like that, he doesn't answer. They retrieves the ball for her, and she calls him back. He doesn't answer. So she finally decides to take the dog to the vet. She explains the problem to the vet, and the vet gives him an examination and looks into his ears with his little utensil and realizes that the dog has hair, a lot of hair in his ears. And she gets real worried, and he goes, "Oh, don't worry about it." He goes, "Just go to the pharmacy and get yourself some Nair and Q-tip, and just once a month, just gently swab the inside of his ears with the hair remover." And he goes, "He'll be okay if you do that every once in a while. He won't have any problem hearing." So she goes, "Okay, fine." She leaves him and goes over to the pharmacy, and she doesn't know which hair removal product will be the gentlest. And so she remembered the doctor mentioning, the vet mentioning Nair. So she goes up to the pharmacist, and she goes to the pharmacist, who is not Lloyd, and she says, "Is this a good gentle hair remover?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, Nair is a very good product." He goes, "Just one thing though, if you use it on your underarms, don't use roll-on deodorant for a couple of days." And she goes, "Oh, well, this isn't for my underarms." And he goes, "Oh, well, okay, if you use it on your legs, don't use bubble bath if you take a bath for a week." And she goes, "Oh no, this isn't for my legs. If you must know, it's for my schnauzer." He goes, "Oh, in that case, don't ride the bike for a week." Another joke, this millionaire has decided that he's going to get married, and he's been seeing 3 women. And he decides as a test, he's going to give each of the women $5,000. And he's going to see what they do with the money, and then he'll base that on his decision to decide which one to marry. So he gives the first one $5,000, and she goes to the beauty parlor, and she gets all this stuff done to herself, and she gets herself some nice dresses and jewelry and that. She comes back, and obviously she's done this to improve her looks, because she thinks that if she's beautiful and she presents a greater image to him, not that she wasn't before, that this will sway him and think that she cares so much because of the way she wants to be seen with him. So he thinks that, he considers that, and he gives the second woman that he's been dating $5,000, and she goes and she invests it in some stocks and securities, and comes back in a week, and she's doubled her money. She's got $10,000, and she thinks that's a very good use of the money, and he thinks that's great because it shows she's responsible and resourceful, and she knows what to do with the money. So he gives the third woman $5,000, and she goes and she gives it to all of these charities, and she comes back, but she doesn't have any money left, but she's donated the $5,000 to all these honorable charities. And he thinks, well, that's great, that's admirable that she would consider using this money for good reasons and to help people out in that. So the question is, well, which one should he marry? Well, which one do you think he married? Well, he married the one with the big boobs.